Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baruch Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and truth. So, I want to go into, I got some articles that I saved, from the past days, that shows us, that Esau's going down. And you see it by the economics, the economy, how it's going down. A lot of stuff going on, and I just gonna go to a few articles, and then you can read with me. So this is an article from DG News, and so they said a number of containers to the port of Rotterdam's decreases sharply, never happened in history, and Rotterdam, the city of Rotterdam, the haven over there is a very, famous haven, because Holland, always used to have a good economy going on, and they always used to have a lot of import and export going on over there. And they said there's a lot of, a lot less than it ever used to be, Significantly fewer seagoing and inland vessels entered to the port of Rotterdam last year. That's not good news. Main cause, the shrinking economies in Germany and China. We cannot count on a quick recovery. This has never happened in the history of the port of Rotterdam. The number of seagoing vessels that called at Rotterdam fell from 29.029 to 27.886. That's minus 1143. As was revealed on Wednesday during the presentation of the NACTUAL's figures for 2023. Because fewer tankers and container ships were moored, fewer inland vessels were also needed to further transport those raw materials and goods to the hinterland. 97.459 inland vessels came to Rotterdam in 2022, compared to 89.183 last year, a decrease of no less than 8,276. Rotterdam is a mirror of the world economy. Yeah, Esau is going down, like I said. The decline is in line with the transship figures for the first 9 months of 2023, which showed a contraction of 6%. Port economist Bart Kuipers from Erasmus University sees two important causes for the decrease. First of all, the EU sanctions against Russia. Yeah, because that's funny, they want to sanction Russia. Meanwhile, they need all this stuff, and that shows you how stupid Europe is for following America. Because America, they've been busy with robbing and stealing their stuff, what they need. Meanwhile, they tell the rest of the world, no, you cannot do busy with Russia. So basically, go fuck yourself. Port economist Bart Kuipers from Erasmus University sees two important causes for decrease. First of all, the EU sanctions against Russia until the end of 2022 relatively small ships carrying Russian oil products arrived every day. After the trade ban, that supply was taken over by other foreign parties with mammoth ships, so they had to sail to the Netherlands less often. Yeah, and also, China used to bring it was bringing the oil and stuff. So it's funny, man. Kuipers, however, believes that the collapse in the world trade is the main cause of the decline numbers of ships. For example, superpower China is struggling with stagnant growth, which means that the country imports fewer products from Europe. Rotterdam is the canary in the mine. Conversely, European countries are struggling with similar problems. The car industry in Germany is taking a hit, just like the chemical giants. Our eastern neighbors therefore import less coal or and basic chemical products due to impending recessions. Many consumers are tightening their budget, and that is clearly noticeable in the major strengthens port like Rotterdam, because if global trade flows slow down, fewer sea and inland vessels will come this way. Kuipers, our port, is like the canary in the mine. If things are not going well there, it is a signal that things are not going well in large parts of Europe and the world. Rotterdam is a mirror of the global economy. This has never happened before. According to Kuipers, this development does not bode well for the container throughput figures that will present it soon. In 2021, 15.3 million TEU arrived. In 1 TEU is a 6-meter container. In 2022, there was still 14.5 million, and for 2023, we will probably reach 13.6 million TEU. Then you approximately are at the level of 2017. If you look at the number of ships movement in 2023 and the cargo transported, you see a very sad picture for the Netherlands. 2 consecutive years with declining container throughput figures. That has never happened in the history of the port of Rotterdam. So things aren't going well. And the end is not yet, like the scripture said, these are the beginnings of Matthew 24. These are the beginning of sorrows, but the end is not yet. Yeah, the end is not yet, man. It's true. So things aren't going well, and the end is not yet in sight. We need economic growth in Europe. Yeah, we are impoverished. They will build, but the Most High shall bring down, man. So you have just an example of a couple of stores that went down, and this is only talking about 100 people that lost their job, But a while ago, you had also a company like this, BCC, which was a big company which had had a lot of locations in Holland, and they were also selling like this one is also known for selling washing machines and stuff like that, and so they also went down, and then they were selling the stuff that they still had for cheap prices. People were almost fighting in the stores and all that, so they had to close the stores that people were not able to go in, That was funny. And this is also a thing that also caught my attention, because Lidl is, it's original from Germany, which is a big supermarket, and they sell a lot of stuff, on the side also. Slack, yeah. So I saw this article and it also caught my attention, because they have their own shipping company. So they even moving away from Rotterdam. These are all signs of ESO going down, man. Tailwinds, Lidl's shipping company, is exchanging Rotterdam for Moerdijk. Tailwind Shipping Lines, the own container shipping company of supermarket chain Lidl, will no longer come to Rotterdam with its Asia-Europe service. The so-called Panda Express, the PAX, the Lidl containers from Asia destined for the northern European market, are now all disembarked in Barcelona to be shipped from there with a new feeder service from Tailwind, the Dolphin Express. It has another Dutch port as its permanent destination, Moerdijk. So they also, and I cannot read further, have to be a member, but they also not going to Rotterdam. So they are moving, and yeah, these are all signs showing us that the end is around the corner, and I think, oh yeah, also this one, yeah. So this is let me see, significant contraction in the construction sector expected. 12,000 jobs will disappear and 11% fewer homes will be built. And the people are crying for houses here in Holland. I think it's all over the world the same problem, and they're putting these asylum seekers in those houses. So people are really being vexed. But yeah, that's all part of the plan. Eventually it's gonna be the MOTB. You got to bring the people to the knees. Then they're gonna accept that as a way to escape the sorrows. Significant contraction in the construction sector. Expected 12,000 jobs will disappear and 11% fewer homes will be built. Employment in the construction is likely to decline by 12,000 jobs in 2 years. For example, although the Netherlands is struggling with a significant housing shortage, construction production is declining significantly, predicts the Economic Institute for Construction. And which is also funny because they want everything electrified. That's also a thing. According to the knowledge, and that's funny, because these devils they're talking about, that go at that meeting, that World Economic Forum meeting, and then they talk about, yeah, people need to check their carbon footprint, this and that. Meanwhile, they being flown in with private jets, and even to get at the location where they have that meeting, they go there with helicopters. So they talking about your carbon footprint. Meanwhile, eating the finest steaks and all that shit. But yeah, hey, the devil's gonna get it anyway, man. Your time is up, man. So you can boast all you want, and do all your shit. But the Most High, matter of fact, let me jump real quick to the book of Job. It reminds me of that scripture. Because you can do whatever you want, but, you can only go as far as the Most High allow you to go, man. That's it. So this is the book of Job, chapter 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So you can jump up and down and talking about this, and in this years we're going to do this, and in so many years we want to reach this goal and that goal. Well, you can only reach as far as the Most High allow you to, man. That's it. According to the Knowledge Institute, the sector accounts for roughly 500,000 full-time jobs. The precise figure may vary from year to year. This means that another 9,000 jobs will be added in 2023. After several years of high growth, Dutch construction production increased by 1.5% last year. But this year, the outlook is clearly bleaker. Total construction production is expected to decrease by 3.5% in 2024. Production will probably decline by 11% when new homes are built. Non-residential new construction, or the construction of buildings that are not intended for residential use, is hardly doing better, with a shrinkage of 10%. Built less than one would like. It is known that for years fewer homes have been built in the Netherlands than the government intended. The aim is to add 100,000 houses every year, but that is not possible. A major problem concerns permits for construction sites. Municipalities and province have sometimes been arguing for years about the designation of locations, said Chairman Arno Visser of the Bouwend Netherlands Trade Organization in conversations with the ANP last month. ING previously also predicted a significant contraction. That's also the thing. All these banks, they got all these things to say because they don't have the money, but they play with your money, man. Fucking devils, man. But yeah, ING previously also predicted a significant contraction for the construction sector. According to the economist at the bank, construction is under pressure due to higher interest rates and shortage of building land and the nitrogen issue. Yeah. Transition year. The AEB believes that next year EA 2025 will be a transition year in which the construction of new homes will pick up again. Non-residential new construction will continue to decline. Overall, total construction production is expected to increase by 1% in 2025, but the decline in employment will continue for a while, according to the AEB. In the medium term, the prospects appear better, although the target of 100,000 new homes per year does not yet appear feasible. But total construction production should then increase by an average of 2.5%, and employment will then pick up again. Great story. The EIB emphasized that these are estimates, of course. That's everything what ESO does. Major economic developments, and for example, the course of the war in Ukraine, Ukraine and the associated international tensions can still have a major influence on construction. It is also uncertain how inflation will develop and how this affect investments in construction through interest rates. So yeah, well, this is what it is. Slovakia. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, in chapter 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. So meaning this is the time to come back to Yahweh Basham Yahushai. While the evil days come not. No, the evil days are around the corner. Days getting eviler, but you know, when it's going to be real horrible, it's around the corner. Nor the year draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house, so these elites that are in rulership, tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves. They know what's coming, but they got Satan and his demons whispering in the air, thinking that they can outsmart the Most High. And the strong man shall bow himself, and the grinder cease. And that's like like I said, the grinder. That's how they used to grind, with the milestones, 2 stones up top of each other with the wheat in between. Then they make the flour. So the grinder cease, and that's what you see going on. More and more big companies just falling on. They're just going down. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, looking out of a dark window means, it goes in looking into the future, and the future is dark. Yeah, the future is of course, man. The scripture said the godly shall scarcely be saved, so it's going to be horrible, but we got something to look forward to. These devils, they got nothing to look forward to, It's going to be beautiful. When the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, the kingdom of Yasharallah is going to be here. It's going to be beautiful. We are looking forward to that. But these devils, they got nothing to look forward to, man. 1,000 years of captivity for all your heathens. And after 1,000 years, the so-called white people, the Edomites, they're going to be exterminated, man. You're going to be exterminated. And also, also a clip of the King of Holland, Willem-Alexander. So he was, taking a bite of a burger, an insect burger, and, for children, in front of children, and talking about how great it tasted and this and that, So they really pushing the box on the people, And I said, I sit in the group app, I said it, that's what I have in my spirit, Yaratasa, we the brothers of Great Millstone Holland, we can share the royal people. But I know exactly when the Edomites that I'm gonna have, they ain't gonna taste normal food. They're gonna eat the bugs, and the bugs that are lawful to eat. And they're not gonna eat it cooked. They're gonna eat it raw, since they like everything raw. And I'm not giving them any flavors or no salt, nothing, since they be a flavorless people. So they get nothing, no salt, nothing. And they have to eat bugs and water. That's all that they got to drink. The only people on my plantation that gonna eat some good food are the concubines. from the Edomites. Only the concubines from the Edomites, they're gonna have tasty food, That's it. So yeah, back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birth, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's what you see nowadays. Nowadays, this music is crap. This music is bullshit, man. And this auto-tune disease, it goes to all the music, even reggae, dancehall, even there they got it. Man, sick and tired of the bullshit, man. Yeah, but yeah. Like I said, we got something to look forward to, and these devils, they got nothing to look forward to, man. And that reminds me of one scripture. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 14. For here have we no continuous city, but we seek one to come. Yeah, we're looking for the day, for the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and this is, fuck this, we're going to shit. But yeah, that's all part of being in the truth, you're being molded, being prepared, especially these last days, shit is getting harder. The Most High is getting us ready, because evil times are around the corner, and we have to be men, confront the situation like a punch in the face, like one of my favorite rappers once said in one of his tracks, So that's what it is, man. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Baharakah Kodash, a double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth doing his work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.